See, in this example 2, there is a program given containing total 10 line. Okay, in this particular program there is two function, cal sum and average. So how this particular program will execute? See here, first line number 1 means this div cal sum in parenthesis a comma b comma c. After that parenthesis is closed and at last colon is there. First this particular line will execute, means interpreter, means Python interpreter will check that this is particular function or not, means this is correct function or not. So after execution of this means line 1, it will skip, means it will skip which line number 2 and 3. Why? Because this two line number 2 and 3 is a body of this particular function. So the Python interpreter will skip this particular line. After that the Python interpreter will execute line number 4, means the second function div average in parenthesis x comma y comma z. X comma y comma z is a parameter inside parenthesis and at last there is a colon. Okay, so this particular line number 4 will execute, and after this line number 5 and c will be not execute, means it will skip by the Python interpreter. When this particular line will execute when the function call is there, then this particular line will execute. This is body of function. Which function? Average. That is why this two line will not execute. This particular line will execute only when the particular function is called. After that the execution of program start from line number 7. Why? Because line number 7 is the top level statement. The top level statement is also known as underscore main underscore. So the top level statement start from line number 7. So line number 7 will execute. After that line number 8 will execute. After that line number 9 will execute, and at last 10 will execute also. Here we have to accept 3 number from the user. So 7, 8 and line 9. This 3 line will execute because we have to accept the 3 number, and with this particular 3 line we will accept user from input. Means we are accepting input from user. So line number 7, 8 and 9. Here we are accepting input from user. Okay, and at line number 10, see here print statement is there, but see here there is function call also. Function call, the name of function is average, containing 3 argument here. Okay, this is known as argument and this is known as parameter. Okay, here function call is there inside print function. Okay, so after this function call, the function call is average. After that the Python interpreter will move to line number 4 where the function average is there, and it will move inside the body of function. When it will move inside the body of function, it will see cal sum, the name of another function which is present at line number 1. So after that the interpreter will move to line number 1. It will first see the function header, and after that it will execute these 2 line, means this body of the function, and this 2 particular line will execute, and after that it will again move to here. Why? To find the average. Why we are writing the function here cal sum? Because this function perform the addition of 3 number. That is why we are writing here cal sum. In this function, in function number this line number 4 means function average, we have to find the average. To first we have to take the calculated part, means where the 3 number is adding or performing the addition, and after that we will divide by 3 to get the average of the 3 number. In this particular program, which are the global variable? num1, num2, num3, all 3 are global variable. Which are local variable? Local variable are s, a, b and c, and after that see here sm, x, y and z. These all are local variable and these are global variable. internally the global and local environment would be created as per flow of execution. Number 1, line 1 def encounter, lines 2 and 3 are ignored. Means here function header is executed. Why function header is executed? Python interpreter execute the function header to check that it is a valid function or not. That is why the function header is executed, and after that line 2 and 3 are the body of this particular function. That is why it is skipped by Python interpreter. This particular line number 2 and 3 will execute when there is a function call. Then only this particular line will execute. Number 2, line 4 will execute. Line 4 means it containing def encounter. Means here function, second function is there. The name of second function is average. So the header of this particular function will execute, and line 5 and 6 are body of this particular function. So this will ignored by Python interpreter. It will only execute when there is a function call. Number 3, line 7 main.1 execution of main program begins, global environment created, num1 added to it. Means from line 7 it is known as top level statement. So execution of program start from top level statement. So when means there is a global environment created, when this particular line number 7 means main.1 means the main line of this program, it is starting from line number 7. Execution of main program begins. So when the execution of main program begins, there will be global environment created. Inside global environment, variable num1 is added to it, because num1 is a global variable, and it will contain value 3. Next, number 4, lines 8 and 9 means main.2 and main.3. This represent what? This is a second line and this is third line of top level statement. Is also added num2 and num3 to global environment. Means num2 and num3 is also added to the global environment. Why? Because num2 and num3 is also a global variable. Number 5, line number 10 means main.4 means it is containing main 4 means the top level statement number 4. Function average is invoked means function average is called. So a local environment of average function is created. Formal arguments x, y, and z are created in local environment. In line number 10, there is a function call. The name of function is average. Inside this particular function, it contains 3 arguments, x, y, and z. That is why a local environment of function average will be created. Inside this environment, it will contain local variable x, y, and z. X will contain value 3, y will contain value 7, and z will contain value 5. 6, line 5 average.1 function calsum is invoked. So a local environment for calsum is created. So in line number 5 there is a function call of calsum. So a local environment of calsum is also created, nested within local environment of average, because here first average function is called, and inside average function there is a call of calsum. That is why it will become a nested form. It will be present within local environment of average. See here in diagram, first global environment is created, after that local environment of average function is created, and inside local environment of average, local environment of calsum is also created. And this particular function calsum contain local variable a, b, and c. A contain value 3, B contain value 7 and C contain value 5. Number 7, line 1, calsum.1, variable s is created within local environment of calsum. Means when this particular line will execute, one variable, the name of variable is s, is created inside the local environment of calsum. See here, variable s is created inside local variable of calsum. Number 8, line 2, calsum.2, value of s is returned to sm of average function and calsum is over. Hence, the local environment of calsum is removed. Why variable s is created? Variable s is created to store the calculated part, means computed part, means it will store the addition of all three variable. So after that it will return that calculated part to variable number sm of average function to find the average of the three number. And after this the calsum is over, means the environment will be closed because the lifetime is completed of the this particular local environment. So after the completion of the work of that particular program, this local environment will be closed. 8, line 2, calsum 2, value of s is returned to sm of average and calsum is over. Hence the local environment of calsum is removed. See here in this diagram and in this diagram also. See, the local environment of calsum is closed. So we can in next diagram we can only see the global environment and the local environment of average function only. Why? The local environment of calsum is closed after the completion of its task. 9, line number 6, average.2, return value in calculated as sm/3. Example 15/3 equal to 5.0 and return to caller main.4 statement. Average is over, so its local environment is removed. Hence the second function, the name of the function is average. After calculating the average, it will return, means it will return what? Sm upon sm/3, means the computed part, means the addition part, means total 3 number is there. After the addition of 3 number, it will divide by 3, so the average is calculated. And after returning the average, the second function, the name of function is average, is also closed, means the local environment of function average is closed. See here in this diagram, after the execution of this, we will see only global environment is present. Why? The task of this particular local environment for average is completed, so this particular environment will be closed. Number 10, line 10, main.4, the print statement received computed value 5.0, prints it and program is over. With global environment of the program will also removed. When the global environment of program is removed, when the particular program is completed. Here the particular program is completed, means we are getting the average as 5.0. So this particular program is over, so the global environment is also over or removed. Here we want to introduce another term, lifetime of a variable. Means what is the lifetime of variable, means what is the life duration of particular variable, when it will start and when it will stop. So the lifetime of variable is the time for which a variable lives in memory, means the time period in which the particular variable is present inside the memory is known as lifetime of a particular variable. For global variable, the lifetime is entire program run, means the global variable will live in the memory until the program is over. When the program will over, it will also remove from the memory. Example, they live in memory as long as the program is running. When the running of program is stopped, then this particular variable is also removed from the memory. And for local variable, lifetime is their function runs, example, as long as their function is being executed, because the local variable is present inside any particular function. When the execution of that particular function is completed, after that the local variable will remove from the memory. Next topic, name resolution, resolving scope of a name. Means for every name reference within a program, example, when you access a variable from within a program or function, Python follows name resolution rule, also known as LEGB rule. Pythons follow name resolution rule, that is also known as LEGB rule, that is for every name reference. Python does the following to solve it. See here. Number 1, it checks within its local environment LEGB or local namespace if it has a variable with same name. If yes, Python use it value. If not, then it will move to step 2. Means the Python will start checking the variable inside a particular function. Means local variable that is present inside any function. So Python will check it in local environment. If that particular variable is present there, means the name is present there, then Python will use its value. If not, then Python will move to step 2. Step 2, Python now check the enclosing environment LEGB. Example, if whether there is a variable with same name. If yes, Python use its value. In second step, the Python will check in enclosing environment, means when a particular function is closing, means the particular task that must be performed by a particular function is over, means the working of particular function is over and now the function will close, is known as enclosing environment. Means when a function will close, then the local variable local environment is closing. So in step 2, Python will check the enclosing environment whether the variable is present or not with the same name. If the name matches, then Python will use the value that is stored inside it. If not, then it will move to step 3. Number 3, Python now check the global environment whether there is a variable with the same name. If yes, Python use its value. If not, then it moves to step 4. Means in step 3, Python will now check the variable in global environment, means in entire program. If the name of the variable is present inside the global environment, it will use the value of its. If not present, then it will move to step number 4. Step 4, Python checks in built-in environment. What do you mean by built-in environment? Built-in environment, it contains all built-in variable and function of Python. If there is a variable with same name, if yes, Python use its value. If not, then Python will report error. Why? Because the searching of the particular variable name is done throughout the program. If that particular variable is not present inside the program, then Python will generate an error. Why? Because that variable is not present inside the program. So otherwise Python would report the error. The name of error will be name variable not defined. Means this particular name of variable is not present inside this particular program. As you can make out that LEGB rule means checking in order of local enclosing global built-in environment namespace to resolve a name reference. So normally we can say that LEGB rules means checking in order. means the name of variable is check according to the order. The order start from local first, second is enclosing, third is global, and fourth is built-in environment. And according to this, the checking is done. If the variable is present, then it's okay. If the variable is not present, then Python will generate an error. The name of error will be name variable not defined. Means the name of this particular variable is not present inside the program. See, this is the diagram of LEGB rule. First one is local namespace, after that enclosing namespace, third is global namespace, and last is built-in namespace. This is the order, checking order of the variable. First is local namespace, second is enclosing namespace, third is global, and fourth is built-in namespace. Let us consider some examples to understand this. Case 1, variable is global scope but not in local scope. See here, in this particular program, okay, let us understand that this with the help of following code. One code is there, means one program is there. See here, the first line is def calsum x comma y, means definition function, and the name of function is calsum. After that, x comma y is the parameter, means this particular function containing two parameter, and at last there is a colon. After that, see here, colon is there, that is why we have to leave this space known as indented space, and this is the body of this particular function. This three line is the body of the function. Okay, inside the body of function, see here, in second line, s is equal to x plus y. In third line, print num1, and in fourth line, return s. This is the body of function. We know that Python will first execute this function header to check whether this is valid function or not. After that, the Python will move to this. It will ignore the body of function. It will ignore the body of function. It will move to top level statement. The top level statement start from num1. Num2, it will start from num1, where we are accepting a value from the user, means accepting integer from user. In second line, num2, here also we are accepting another number from the user, and in third line we will print it. We can easily see that. See here, num1 and num1. Actually, num1 is a global variable. Here we are putting inside local variable, means here num1 is actually what? Global variable. Why? Because it is present inside main statement, means top level statement, but we are writing here num1 inside the function body, and we are making num1 as global local variable. So here num1, see here, in this particular program, num1 and num2 is a global variable, and s, x and y are local variable, but we are writing num1 inside the function body, means we are making the global variable as local variable. It will not possible. That is why, see here, variable num1 is a global variable, not a local. Why? Num1 is present in top level statement. First this line will execute, not this. This line will not execute. This particular num1 line will execute first. So it will declare as global variable, not as local variable. Consider statement 2 of function calsum carefully. Notice that num1 has been created in calsum, and still statement 2 is trying to print its value. the internal memory status at time of execution of statement 2 of calsum would be somewhat like this. See here, when the above particular code will execute, the internal memory diagram will be like this. See here, number 1, Python will first check the local environment of calsum for num1. Num1 is not found there. When that particular program will execute, we know num1 and num2 are global variable, so a global environment will be created. Inside global environment, num1 and num2 will be present, because num1 and num2 are global variable, and it will store values 3 and 7. When there is function call, then local environment is also created, but it will contain local variable x, y and s, because x, y and s are local variable. So Python will find the, see here, number 1, Python will first check the local environment of calsum for num1. Python will search inside this, it will not find. Why? Because num1 is actually present inside global environment. Number 2, Python now check for num1 the parent environment of calsum. The parent environment of calsum is what? Which is global environment. There is not any intermediate enclosing environment. Python finds num1 here, so it pick its value and print it. In case 2, see here, variable neither is local scope or nor in global scope. Means if there is a case that where the variable is not present inside local variable, means local scope, not in global scope. Previously the variable was actually present inside global scope, it was not present in local scope. So when Python interpreter start finding that particular variable, it find inside parent environment, means global environment. So the particular, the means the Python interpreter will accept the value, means it will take value from the particular variable. But in case 2, the particular variable is not present inside local variable and nor in global variable. Then what will happen? So what if the function is using a variable which is neither in its local environment nor in its parent environment? Parent environment means global environment. Simply Python will return an error. Why? Python will report error for variable name in the following code, as it not defined anywhere, means this particular variable is not present in local variable, local scope, and not in nor in global scope. That is why Python will return an error. See here in this particular code, see here, def greet, definition means this is function header, the name of function is greet, after that colon is there, inside function body, see here, print hello name. Name is not present in local scope, and greet is outside the function, means it is a global. So name is not present in local as well as not present in global, so this would return an error. Why? Because it is not present in local as well as in global scope. Case 3, same variable name in local scope as well as in global scope. If inside a function you assign a value to a name which is already there in a higher level scope, Python won't use the higher scope variable because it is an assignment statement. An assignment statement creates a variable by default in current environment. Means in case 1 the variable was actually present in global, not in local variable. In case 2 the variable is neither present in local scope nor in global scope. In case 3 the same variable name is present in local scope as well as global scope. See this, one example is given below. For instance, consider the following code, read it carefully. See here, this is particular code, means one code is given here. Okay, This is function header, and this two line is body of this function. After that, this is outside the function, means this is top level statement, also known as underscore main underscore. See here, tigers is also present in local scope, means local environment, means inside this particular function, and it is also present outside the function also, means in top level statement. Both, in both places it is present, means in local scope and as well as in global scope. The name of variable is present. So execution of program start from first line, means here definition. First the Python will execute this function header to identify that it is a correct function or not, means it is a valid function or not. After that it will move to this, means line number 4. The Python will not execute, means it will ignore line number 2 and 3. Why? Because it is function body, and the body of function is executed when there is a function call. So after this line, the Python will move to this, the top level statement, means tiger equal to 95. And after that, one print statement is there, there will be a parenthesis here. Okay, means first this line will executed and this two line will be ignored, and after that this line will execute, means this is first top level statement. And after that there is a print statement, there will be a parenthesis. Okay, parenthesis will be here. Okay, so print tigers. So this particular line will execute and we will get output 95 here. Okay, and after that, see here, there is a function called state1, because the name of function is here state1. You can see here state1 is the name of function, and here is a function called state1. So this particular means here the body of function will execute. Here the name of variable tigers is present in local variable, means local environment also, and in global environment also. This is global. See here, tiger equal to 95, and see here tiger is equal to 15. This is local environment. So first this line will execute, after that this two line will be ignored, after that this line will execute, after that this top level. So we will get output 95. Okay, after that there is a function called state1. See here, the name of function is what? State1. So this, the body of function will execute. See here, there is tiger is equal to 15 and print tiger. So we will get 15 in second. This line, when this particular line will execute, we will get what? 15. First we are getting what? 95. 95 here, because see here tiger is equal to 95 and print tiger. So we are getting first 95, and after, when there is a function call, we will execute this particular line. This particular line will execute, means tiger is equal to 15 print tiger. So we will get what? 15. And after that, in last line, see here print tigers. This is global. Here the global variable is containing the value is 95. So at last we will get 95. In this way we will get the output. First 95, then 15, then 95. So see here in diagram, global environment tiger, the name of variable is tiger. In local environment is also created for function state1. See here tiger. Here the global variable containing value is 95. Here the value is 15. That means a local variable created with same name as that of global variable. It's hide the global variable as in above code. Local variable tigers hide the global variable tigers in function state1. What if you want to use the global variable inside local variable? Means we want the variable is present inside global variable, and we want to use that global variable inside local variable. So if we want to use the value of already created global variable inside a local function without modifying, then simply use this. Python will use LEGB rule and reach to this variable. But if you want to assign some value to the global variable without creating any local variable, if you assign any value to a name, Python will create a local variable by same name. For this kind of problem, Python makes available global statement to tell a function that for a particular name do not create a local variable but use the global variable instead. You need to write what? Global variable name. In this, the global variable is created and we want to use that global variable without creating local variable. For this, what we will do, we will create a global variable. This is the statement, means we will create what? Global variable. See here, one example is given below. See here, for example, in above code, if you want function state1 to work with global variable tiger, you need to add global statement for tiger's variable to it as shown below. See here, this is particular code. This is first line, means def. This is function header. The name of function is what? State1. And after that parenthesis is close and colon. This three line is the body of this particular function. And after that this four line is the top statement, top level statement. This four line. Okay. So first this function header will execute. Python will execute this function header to check this is valid function or not. And after that it will skip, means it will ignore these three line, global tiger and print. This will skip these three line. Why? Because these three line are body of this particular function. So it will, after from first line it will move to top level statement here. Here tiger is equal to 95. After that print tigers. Means we will get what? In output we will get, after executing this line, means what? Tigers is equal to 95, print tiger, we will get 95. And after that, see here, there is a function called state1. So this line will move to here, function header. After that it will move inside the function body. Inside function body, see here, the global is written. Due to this, the value will assign. Means after that, means first what we will get 95. And due to this global means global, the name of variable is what? Tigers, we will get 15. And when at last, see here, in last print statement, when this will move to at last statement, we will get output 15 again. Why? Because here the value which is present inside the local is assigned to global. So after first we will get 95. And when there is a function call, when it will move to move inside the function, their value is given there 15. And global statement is also there. Due to global statement, the global variable will assign as global, local variable will assign as global. So in output we will get what? 15 when this last line will execute. Why? Because here global environment is created but no local environment of function state1 is created. See here, see the above output. The above program will give output like this. This is the output. First we will get what? First we will get 95. First we will get what? 95. And after that, when there is a function call, then when the particular cursor will move inside the function body, the value is given. The value is what? 15. So we will get 15 in second output, in second line. And after that, the value which is present inside inside the function body is 15. And here the global statement is there. That is why the value is the local variable value is converted to global variable value. So at last we will get 15 also. Actually the global value is what, 95, but here when it is moving to local, means when it is moving inside the function body, the value is there 15, and due to global statement it is converted, the local value variable value is converted to global variable value. That is why we will get 15 also at last. Once a variable is declared global in a function, you cannot undo the statement. When when a one variable is declared as global in a function, we cannot undo, means we cannot do any changes in that statement. That is, after a global statement, the function will always refer to the global variable, and local variable cannot created of the same name. Means here the local variable will not create, the global variable is used as local variable. But for good programming practice, the use of global statement is always discouraged, as with this programmer tend to lose the control over variables and their scope. Next topic, mutable and immutable properties of pass data object. So now you know how to pass value to a function and how a function returns value to its caller, but here it is important to recall following things about variables. See, point number 1, Python's variable are not storage container. Means the variable which are present inside Python are not storage container. It is normally a reference. So rather Python variable are like memory reference. Means actually the Python variable are like reference, means memory reference. It is not actually a storage container. It is like a memory reference. They refer to the memory address where the value is stored. They refer to the memory address where actually the value is stored. So Python variable is like a memory reference, not as a storage container. Second point, depending upon the mutability and immutability of its data type, a variable behaves differently. Means according to the mutability and immutability of the, once again I am repeating, depending upon mutability and immutability of its data type, the variable behavior changes. So how it changes the behavior, see here. That is, if a variable is referring to a immutable type, means if the variable is representing what, immutable type, then any change in its value will also change the memory address it is referring. Means if the variable is referring to mutable data type, means if the value is changed, then the memory address is also changed when the variable is representing immutable type. So if the variable is referring to a immutable type, then any change in its value also change the memory address it's referring. But if a variable is referring to a mutable type, then any change in value of mutable type will not change the memory address of the variable. Means if the variable is